Restaurant Phillipsthal was opened in 2008 by chef Guido Kachel.
Welcome to the Phillipsthal. Here in Brandenburg, it's asparagus season.
The chef gets his asparagus from the nearby fields tilled by organic farmer Roderick Ehlers. He grows both green and white asparagus. The white variety is shielded from sunlight and grows beneath plastic sheets. As soon as it sprouts, it's harvested to ensure it maintains its white color.
Asparagus has a long tradition in this region. It belongs here, on this land, this soil, this sandy soil, and we only get asparagus once a year.
After a few days in the sun, asparagus first turns purple, then green. Green asparagus has a more delicate, nuttier flavor. In Brandenburg, harvesting of both varieties begins in mid-April.
Here's our green asparagus. It's freshly picked. A short time later, most of the time the very same day, it ends up on a plate in my restaurant. Today we're preparing a spring dish. We're cooking risotto with green asparagus and wild garlic with a saddle of rabbit from the Phillipsthal region. Let's get started.
Finely dice a shallot for the risotto and sauté it in oil. Then add the rice and fry it. Add either asparagus or vegetable stock with a bit of white wine and stir. The risotto should simmer for about 18 minutes, during which the chef must continue adding stock.
You want it partly covered and to keep enough liquid in there so it cooks slowly.
Now the asparagus.
In terms of quality and taste, white asparagus is fine. We're using the green asparagus because we like it better and it's more visually appealing.
Asparagus has to be peeled carefully. It's best to start at the top, beneath the tip, and work downward. The chef always breaks the ends by hand.
Always snap off the ends, never cut them. Cutting them can make the dish bitter, and breaking ensures that you don't have any woody stalks either.
Then cut the asparagus in pieces and halve the tips lengthwise, and sauté them. Add a pinch or two of sugar, a dash of chili, and a bit of salt. Stir it into the risotto. Now it's time to add the wild garlic. A leafy herb that grows in the spring, it's in Guido's vegetable garden. The leaves smell like a cross between onion and garlic.
That's fresh, all right.
He finely chops the wild garlic and mixes it into the risotto. Then he grates in a bit of Parmesan cheese and adds a few diced cocktail tomatoes as well.
You can serve this risotto with almost anything. Today we've picked rabbit because it fits the season. The meat is light. It's a very nice white meat.
Guido separates the meat from the bone and briefly browns the fillets in oil. Then it's time to add the condiments, including salt and pepper, rosemary, and a bay leaf. And it's ready. The risotto and the strips of meat are garnished with a flower of wild garlic.
And it's done. A light, fresh meal with risotto, green asparagus, rabbit and fresh wild garlic. Bon appétit.
He recommends pairing the dish with a German Chardonnay. Guido Kachel offers his guests a refined take on traditional Brandenburg cuisine.